Hand clap to the master, guys. We're definitely back again for another one on the one only Mystelics reaction channel, guys. Definitely check out the previous reaction, guys. That will be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. And of course, welcome to the Mystelics YouTube family for tuning in to yet another Mystelics reaction vibrations. And of course, when you come out there, big up yourself for tuning into this reaction. This is where I tend to react to a number of videos taking place in Dominica, the Caribbean, and the rest of the world by extension. So, with that said, if you want to become a part of the Mystelics family, definitely subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get all the videos as they tend to come through. And don't forget, well, you probably don't know, but definitely download the Mystelics Tube app. That'll be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. And don't forget, like I said before, definitely check out the previous reaction video. That'll also be in the first comment in the comment box below right there. Now, guys, we have a number of things we have to talk about, for which the ending of this video is going to be interesting. But let's start out with this one that actually took place right there. So there's an incident that took place in the Roseau region on Tuesday. That was about 2 days ago, involving a young man, and of course, well, relatively a young man. When you come out young man, you don't know what exactly is young man, but of course he might have been in his early 30s. It might have been in his 30s and or early 40s, one of them right there. But let's take a listen to what the Popo has to say in this regard. Let's take a listen.
On Tuesday, 12th July 2022, about 10:15 p.m., Alan Paquette, male 44 years of Maho,
34 years, so I guess I was right.
was walking in a southerly direction along the western sidewalk of the E.O. Leblanc Highway.
So with the individual was talking about, there's a video circulating with him. Let me pin this thing. There was a video circulating and they were wondering if the little ones that were in the car as well were also in this. So this was not the case, but apparently this was alleged to be the last video that he took.
Stress free, nobody, no money. Happy birthday to you.
So I'm guessing that these are his little youths, and it's quite unfortunate. So that's why I want to say sympathies goes out to the family and friends of this individual right there. But this is a number of persons were trying to wonder if it was actually in the car that the situation took place. But apparently, based on what the Popo is saying, he stated that he was walking in that area.
Western sidewalk of the walking in a southerly direction along the western sidewalk of the E.O. Leblanc Highway at Woodbridge Bay in the vicinity of Marboyd's restaurant and bar.
So there's a possibility that he may have been in the vehicle with this individual, the little ones, and he decided to go and take a walk, go down to get something, I don't know. And of course, I guess individuals were following him, and as a result of that, you know,
when he was shot multiple times by unidentified assailants, Allen was
now, guys, I want you guys to listen to what they're saying right there.
Multiple times by unidentified assailants.
Unidentified assailants. Listen to this key. At the end of this clip, you'll understand what I'm saying.
Allen was found unresponsive on the ground in an alley on the northern side of Marboyd's restaurant and bar. He was transported to the emergency department of the Dominica China Friendship Hospital, where he was examined and pronounced dead by a medical doctor at 10:55 p.m.
So they didn't bring nobody in the area. They brought him to the hospital where he was pronounced. Okay. So it's not like they brought him, somebody from the hospital, to a bush somewhere to identify.
His body is being kept at a funeral home awaiting a post-mortem. Investigations into the shooting death of Alan Paquette continues. The Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force expresses its sincere condolences to the family and friends of the deceased Alan Paquette and solicits the assistance of the general public in bringing those responsible for his death to justice.
Now, before I get into what I want to say right there, guys, I just want to say a man without the Most High, man without Christ, is but a few days away from trouble. This is why we ought to make our elections sure, brothers and sisters. Make your election sure. I'm sure he didn't know he was going to leave this planet. I'm sure. But the remains of him stayed there, and he definitely left the planet, brothers and sisters. So this is why we ought to make our election sure with the Most High. Make sure you know the Creator of heaven and earth, brothers and sisters. Hey! I tell no, you don't want to listen? All right then. But one day we must meet him, eh? And if you don't make yourself certain for that, for meeting the King of Kings, man, you're in problem. Now, guys, one thing I noticed that the police is saying that investigation is going on. They say investigating into the matter has been going on. Now, guys, we have heard of a number of this kind of incidents taking place. The big question mark here is, brothers and sisters, what have the police done with the previous ones? What has the police done with the previous ones? Because apparently they keep telling individuals that investigation is going on, and when you're looking into the matter of these kind of situations where the police say investigation is going on, they have come up with nothing. Remember Jolly, the incident with Jolly? Remember the other individual who have passed away? I remember there was a particular video that we saw with the guy's face in the clip of a guy robbing a lady on camera. Carly John Baptist was in front, so most likely he didn't see anything. But Carly was on the camera. If you guys remember that video, actually showed that video as well. And the big question is, did they find the guy? So if they're not finding the guys who have done this kind of drive-bys, or individuals who are literally on camera and nothing is going on, guys, tell me if I'm wrong. I want to be wrong. This is the reaction. I'm giving my reactions and the thought process of things that I've noticed. So let me know if I'm wrong. Okay? Please in the comment box below. Don't afraid your comment, brothers and sisters. Write them. So my question is, the police keep talking about investigations and investigating this and investigating that, and investigation continues. Yet still there's literally nothing coming from these investigations. The only type of investigations that the police have done was when this guy was involved, the so-called madman. The investigation into actually going into the bush and searching and so forth and so forth. That's the only investigation that no police do it. But when it comes down to actually finding out details or tracing what actually happened, even though there's video camera evidence of other incidences that take place, there's nothing that come from it. Nothing. The police keep saying, and this is just one sect, we have the drive-bys, we have robberies taking place. Look, there's a few robberies that took place in Jimmy and one in Portsmouth. Did they investigate, even though there are cameras? I mean, what kind of investigation is the police doing? What? They say investigation continues. Guys, absolutely nothing is going to come from this. Nothing. Vehicles getting stolen is only citizens that have to say, hey, I see a thing like that. They cannot say, okay, let me do the trace. This is what happened. The potential of individual was taken. Let me go in different places for me to do my thing. Start somewhere. They're waiting for the citizens to do their work for them. And then they're pretending as if it's they that do investigations. Guys, of the amount of drive-bys that have taken place, has any sort of real investigation been done? Or they're just telling the citizens out there that they are doing investigations, and then they're just ending it right there? They're just ending it right there. How much drive-bys taking place? Did anybody get arrested for these things? I don't know. If you guys can tell me, leave that in the comment box below. Robberies taking place in the have any arrests been taken, undertaken? I mean, what is going on? What is going on? But then again, I know what is going on right there. I mean, you have incompetence. Incompetence. That's what is going on. Man making their money, they don't really care. They say, oh, it's have nice what do you call that? Nice what's the word I'm looking for now? It have nice incentives in joining the force. Nice incentives, so let me come join the force, stay for a number of years, get the incentives, and that's it. I don't have to do much. We'll tell the citizens we're doing investigations. Even sometimes come in and lie to the citizens. Blatantly lying to the citizens. I mean, we're not seeing what's going on. We're not seeing. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, I want to be wrong. With the other drive-bys that have taken place where people lost their lives, are they doing investigations on these things? Are they doing anything about it? Because I'm sure, I said earlier on, I'm sure nothing is going to come up from this. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong. With all the cameras and all the kind of something there that they have all over the place, you mean to tell me you cannot trace? And there are cameras in Roseau, don't fool yourself, There are cameras all over the place. So, well, this is not Roseau, but I mean, people can't trace back the vehicle types and those kind of things. I mean, look at things here and there. Guys, what are your thoughts on this, man? Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below right there. I just thought I'd put this out there using that example for what exactly is the police doing. They talk about investigations, yet still no type of. So what if it's the same set of individuals that are doing that? And it seems like there's some sort of revenge thing going on. Maybe this individual owed somebody and they decided you take too long, I come for you, singing stress free. That's what he was singing a while ago. But apparently wasn't that free at all. Or maybe as a result of that video they decided, hey, let me come and look for that individual. You singing stress free and you owe us money. What? So they come and do, I don't know. But I pray in you the most high. That is one thing I pray individual definitely, because to live this life and you do the most high is trouble for you. That boy, you mad. You mad. Anyways, guys, I think the mother was stated to have some sort of dream. And as you can see right there, his mother sent that for him yesterday morning. Man who was taken yesterday. So I think there's some swear word inside there. Hopefully we'll take it out.
Good morning. Last night I get up at 2:20. Last night you wake me up at 2:20.
So apparently this is the mother they say in that day.
I dream about you anyway, be careful.
So she's telling him, be careful.
I dream you shoot somebody. I don't know what that dream come in my mind now. I feel like harassing your life. And you always know time you shoot me right in front of me.
So it seemed like there's some sort of reverse that took place, and she was telling him to be careful. She felt it, a mother's intuition. She felt something and she decided to warn him. And you know, sometimes your body shake, mommy, you just don't, it's just feelings you have. But sometimes, guys, dreams are interesting things. They are very interesting things. Trust me on that one, eh? I wouldn't be saying that if I didn't know. But it's rather unfortunate that this took place, and I think something needs to happen. Incompetence, man. There's a level of incompetence that shouldn't be in Dominica. And talking about incompetence, guys, I saw this thing right there. I had to post it up a long time ago, but apparently it makes sense now. And this photo is pretty much stating, all I'm saying is that the difference between humans and animals is that animals would never allow the dumbest of the herd to lead them. And sometimes you might be saying that harsh. Oh, you the dumbest of the, that's true. The strongest wolves would not allow the dumbest, the weakest to lead them. There's chaos that day. The strongest lions would come and dominate to ensure that next the pride of lions can continue. Why then are we allowing individuals? And sometimes you might say, boy, individuals with degrees are the smart ones. No, it's not individuals with degrees. It is individuals with common sense. And common sense is one of the things that is lacking today. So we need the uncommon sense of common sense in this day and age, brothers and sisters. We need the uncommon sense in this present world that is lacking, brothers and sisters. Because when you're watching what is going on, you wonder if we are alive or we can't control our own destiny. But there's of course this individual right there. You guys may have known of him. He's known as Dr. Myles Munroe, and unfortunately he passed away in a plane crash some time back. And of course this is what he's saying there. It's so relevant, brothers and sisters. I want you guys to listen to this right there.
I think that's important, because nothing is worse than allowing a poor person to enter a place of power.
Nothing is worse than allowing a poor person to enter a place of power. When the Prime Minister came in, was he poor or rich? Was he neutral? What are your thoughts, guys? Was you know? Because I heard that other people had to take their clothes to clothe him. So I don't understand which type of rich man that, you know? So let me bring it back again for you to understand. Maybe you didn't understand. Let's continue.
I think that's important, because nothing is worse than allowing a poor person to enter a place of power.
The weakest of them all. Let's continue.
Because they use the power to empower themselves.
Enrich themselves. Isn't that what has taken place in Dominica? Especially understanding the amount of billions of dollars that have gone missing, that actually is in place to actually help the people. But instead of it helping the people, the money has vanished. And we think the money just vanished in thin air. No, real? Really? Don't you think there's something interesting in this? When the very Prime Minister is talking about his friends give him money to do this and that. I mean, it's not a difficult thing to see.
True.
This is why even for people like, well, Trump, hopefully you two do come from YouTube. For people like the former president of the United States, he himself checking, you don't need, there's a downgrade to him, and as a result the people couldn't, whoever that is controlling the present team and partner now, Biden, whoever is controlling him can control him, but they couldn't control the previous one. This is why the media was so heavy against him. And yes, he used to do some magic, he talk some foolishness and whatnot, but you don't make the basis of what somebody say, you make the basis of their actions. And it's very clear that what he was doing in the US definitely is much better than what is happening today, brothers and sisters. Cause and effect. Interesting, ain't it? But anyways, let's continue.
Leaders do not use power to empower themselves. They use power to serve others.
Simple. Power is not incompetence, you know, guys. Power is competence. So when you're giving somebody your power, you must make sure the person you giving your power is competent enough to handle that which you want them to do. It's not rocket science. Some people just meet me and say, boy, you wise and this can. Guys, this is not wisdom, no? This is simple logic. You do not give your power to somebody you know is not capable of handling the business that you put them in position to do in the first place. Especially understand how poverty mind frame works. Especially.
And so I appreciate this government's mentality, because they are trying to stamp out corruption. They're trying to destroy the spirit of selfishness.
Is this what is happening in Dominica? Are they trying to stamp out corruption? Are they trying to bring unification of the people? Sometimes you bring in all the information to people for them to see, and they agree into it is true, but
they want to see the service to the people as the priority.
And Dominica has so much potential. We are St. Vincent beating us in agriculture. It's not 2 bucks you need, the boy. St. Vincent.
Keep in mind,
that's crazy, though.
Leadership is not measured by how many people serve you.
True.
It's measured by how many people you serve.
True.
Service is the greatest act of leadership.
And it seems like it's the Dominican people that serving the Prime Minister when the Prime Minister is supposed to be serving the Dominican people. How on earth the Prime Minister can say, let me increase my salaries about 2 or 3 times, and the people begging for increasing salary? And he giving them $10 to $20 a year. If they increase, that's what they was going to give, you know. But the unions were asking for more, and they gave them an additional year. So they give them $10 to $20 more for the year, not per month, you know. For the year. So in other words, if you're making $1,000 per month, at the end of the year you make $12,000. So with the negotiation, they will pretty much give you $12,000 $10 or $12,000 $20. But as a result of them pushing it, they gave them for the 12 months $13,000 $10. They give them an additional month for the year, and they split it. They put 500 in December, and they split the other one. I think they just got the other one last year. Not last year, last month. That is. So you understanding who is serving who? Who is serving who? When the Prime Minister can come and say he can send his children overseas and watch the people and tell them, what about you? Who you think he's serving? Himself, not the people. I mean, it's common sense that day, you know. And guys, it's not to say, if I meet the Prime Minister, I shake his hand and but on the basis of him being a leader, and he's not supposed to be there. Because he's not doing what a leader is supposed to be doing. Correct me if I'm wrong, brothers and sisters. Let's continue.
Serving the people is why you exist. So anytime a leader wants to be served, that's not a leader, that's a parasite. And every time they're
parasite. Parasite. A parasite does what? Destroy. It takes and destroys. True. Look at Dominica. Look at Dominica and how Dominica was 10, 20 well, I don't know for 30 years, but about 25 years ago, brothers and sisters, I remember, I remember how Dominica was. I remember how Bayfront was. I mentioned that yesterday. I remember us mingling with tourists coming on from boat and chilling on the Bayfront. Nice lights, beautiful little mountain thing with water coming out from it, fountain. And chilling, and I remember chilling and having a good time, man. You can do that now. You can try to do it now, but the sentiment is not the same. Because back then you felt relaxed. But the parasite takes and destroys.
Amassing wealth for themselves. Well, that's exactly. Corruption is a result of a poor poverty mentality.
I just said that a while ago. It's a bit.
I read a statement by the great King Solomon. Solomon says, "Woe to the land when a slave becomes king."
Woo.
I'm gonna quote it again. Woe to the land, that means the country, when a slave becomes the king. What he's saying is, the country will be destroyed if the person who's in power thinks like a slave.
Yep.
A slave is someone who is being stripped of everything.
And they will also try to strip others from what they have as well. Instead of empowering others to do and build the land and of course allowing a prosperous thing. But when you're not empowering others to build and putting things in the right areas and understanding what you have and what you can utilize in Dominica, instead you try to take away so that the people can be loyal to you, so you can stay in the position that you are. I mean, it doesn't take rocket science, brothers and sisters.
This spirit of scarcity and lack is in their minds. So they want everything for themselves immediately. And that's why poverty remains in many countries, because the person in charge is a slave mentally.
And greed as well. When you don't have and you finally get in, boy, you say I want more. Boy, I have $1 million now. What? You had $0 back in the day. You get $100,000. What? I want $1 million. What? Bro, I contending. I want to be content with these people. They have this and that, and I want to be the best. Hey, I become a billionaire. Greed, brothers and sisters. Greed.
And they want to accumulate to themselves and forget about the people. I believe the future of Africa.
Isn't that what is happening in Dominica? I mean, come on, guys. Come on. When your prime minister can build a mansion, another mansion again, and allegedly have a third one. When your prime minister can do these things, and you go in school. This is why I tell individuals, I was speaking to a group, and I told them, go in school, nice. Everybody has, they do well in primary school. Doing well in primary school means absolutely nothing in reality. Nothing whatsoever. So you do nice and all those kind of things, but when you leave school, it's not even the degree you go for you can get a job in. They don't even pay you for the degree because they have caps. They have caps. Unless you go in and teach in education or something, they have a little additional incentive for people who elevate their degrees in the right field. But outside of that, I mean, you leave school.
Is going to be in the hearts of people, young people, and also older people, who begin to appreciate the fact that greatness in leadership is empowering other people, not pursuing power.
Yep, but that's what happened in Singapore. They were a little more strict in Singapore and these kind of places there. But they said everybody has to do their part, and they train individuals to do things in society that will actually benefit them. So they empowered the people to become better, to utilize their skills. And boy, I tell you, boy, if you look at all you need to go and understand how Singapore build, Singapore and Dubai and this kind of places, all you need to go and look at how they build, because they were deserts before. Less than 50 years, Dubai was a desert. A desert, Dubai is one of the most expensive places you can go.
And serving other people, not being served. And so corruption to me is like a cancer that comes from a low self-esteem, poor self-concept, low self-worth, a fear of scarcity.
Not just that, but it also has to do with, he studied the whole thing right there, self-worth. And if you have to rely on other things to build your self-worth, you have no self-worth if you are reliant on other things to build your own self-worth. It's just like people wearing gold chains and this kind of things there. Why do you think they wear it? Because they know some girls like shiny things. You cannot come as your own self to then put your worth forward and make people respect that vibrations that you bring. No. You have to put shiny things on you and come with all kind of ring on your finger and making people, boy, you have plenty money, man. So they utilizing the money to make them see as themselves as value instead of their own selves. This is why we have the problems we have in this day and age.
And it's probably the highest manifestation of insecurity.
Of course. Absolutely. 100%. Anyways, this is the end of the clip right there, guys. There's another thing that I have to bring forth to you guys right there. I'll skip this one. I'll skip this one. This one right there, brothers and sisters. Do you guys, you probably heard about it already. You probably heard about it, that they built a nice big building in Dubai under the Dominica people money, you know. One of my friends went there, so she knows. But let me not, I have no friend before they try to figure out who is that. But anyways,
but in Dubai, he had nothing.
So they talk about the well-known Anthony Hayden individual.
A few years ago, nothing. The man was irrelevant. Irrelevant. And he arrived, he was there. So he had to make a statement, a bold statement. The client is Anthony Hayden, my buddy. You heard my...
Look his name there. He name on the thing, you know, guys. Let me make this bigger for you guys. You guys probably don't see it. Sky rise. Oh, look, they even posted it. Sky rise. Food prices high. Eating everybody hard, but they building hotel. Well, I think that's why they put it there. People balling. That's on the Sun newspaper. People balling in Dominica. You think they cater into you or to themselves? But spending all billions on luxury buildings in Dubai. Partners in crime. Well, they're not two partners now, no? They're not really partners now. They vex with each other, I heard. But this is what they're talking about right there, guys. Not Dominica that day, no, mark you. Not Dominica that day. But I guess you make enough money from CBI sales, and you know it goes already. But if you don't know, I'm sorry.
You heard my buddy. Oh my! That's what he did, you know. He made a statement. I am Anthony Hayden. I have arrived. I'm the head Arab in town, and I'm building these luxury high-rise buildings.
And all you still crying, but yeah, when the Prime Minister come in and say, boy, we're trying to we're taking a portion of the price. I have to break that down, you know. I have to break that down. That's one of the arguments I had in Harry spending Portsmouth. If an individual Mr. Rome, I will not forget you, sir. I have to break that down for people. Because if you have that same, maybe you're trolling me, I don't know, but I know people have that mentality for sure. So I have to bring that out, man. I have to bring that. I don't forget, man. It's just that a number of things keep coming on. Even that video, I will ask people if you want me to do the full thing on this video. No doubt I'll do a reaction on it. Because he has a lot of information right there and he knows these individuals. So
in the triangle. But you know how much for a plot of land in the triangle? Oh, you know how much is that?
I know we.
Plenty money.
And to build a luxury, not just buying the land, you know, a luxury establishment. 27 high-rise building. Okay, well, I mean, that's what people like, so.
Oh, you realize something in that when I look at that? That has 4 stories of car park. In Rosso Dominica, we're struggling with parking, and we have not one public car park. But Anthony Hayden's 28-story building has, my people of Dominica, 4 stories of car park. And after that is luxury apartment. You can walk neatly in that. You have seen not one dust on that floor. Luxury. One of that may be going for $5 million US.
And it's not too far-fetched, you know. I remember the stuff that they were trying to build, or they alleged they want to build in Portsmouth, the government headquarters in the north. I remember how it was looking, brothers and sisters. So who they catering to? You or themselves? Using your money to... Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts. Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. This is pretty much all I asked for this reaction video, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. And give this video a thumbs up if you understand it. If you want me to react to this one more, definitely get this video to reach 200 thumbs up. I know you guys have done it. This is pretty easy to do. Get this video to reach 200 thumbs up. and I'll do a full reaction on it as well. Anyways, guys, with all that stated, I will see you guys in the next reaction video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on that post notification. And don't forget to download the Mystelics tube app. I'll see you guys in the next one. Boom, bam.